Alright, so. Hello everyone, Cesar right here with more Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, we got Miro here in Northern Gridania. Purpose of being here is we have finished off our Zodiac weapon. As you can see, we got our lovely Kaiser Knuckles here. Miro, of course, is going to give us the nice wave. There we go. So what we're going to be doing today is, I think I have to unequip these. I'm not sure, but I finished off the entire quest line. So we're going to turn this in, and then we're going to hop into the first raid of Final Fantasy XIV. It does have a story to it, so let's do this first. Zodiac Weapon Awakening. There you go, silly.
We're going to make it bigger. Does sentience stir now within your Zodiac weapon? Then the time is not... Oops.
Nah, to end the stream. I didn't mean to click that. Anyway, awaken Kaiser Knuckles.
Where is your Zodiac weapon? We cannot awaken the sentience within unless it is in your possession.
Alright, so what he means is I have to actually unequip the damn thing. Okay. So let's equip our bunny fists here. Alright, try this again.
Does sentience now stir within your Zodiac weapon? Then the time is nigh to end its dreaming.
Awaken the Kaiser Knuckles. Okay, so we're gonna open those. Hand over.
Upon awakening, your Zodiac weapon will truly be the finest arm and fiercest ally in all the realm. If you are firm in your purpose, let us begin.
Alright, so this is the increase it's gonna get. It's gonna go from 51 strength to 57, 60 vite to 67 vite, 49 crit to 53, and 35 det to 38.
I confess, my friend, I have awaited your return most eagerly. Even holding your weapon in my hands, I can sense the soul within pulses more strongly than ever before.
If I heard that all rightly, Mare, your weapon's ready and raring to wake up. Meaning it's time for the grand finale, eh, Jalzan?
I am unclear on what part I must play, Gerald. I have made ready my alchemical supplies for the occasion, but I do not know what you would have me concoct, nor, for the matter, why.
Oh, right. Well, you remember the Book of the Netherdark? Though there's precious few would have heard of it, 'tis a fact that its pages hold the last truth of the Zodiac weapons.
Truth? What do you mean?
In ages past, terrible demons known by the name Zodiac would appear in our world, but when they did, our hero wielding a shining weapon would arise and strike the fiends down. Do you know that particular tale?
There are few who know it better. You speak of the Song of the Zodiac Braves. I began my research precisely because I thought its accounts of the legendary weapons held a grain of truth.
Ah, but did you know the weapons weren't wreathed in light when the Braves slew the fiends? Aye, it wasn't until those arms tasted a demon's blood that sentience blossomed deep within, and they burst forth in a brilliant halo. 'Tis how the Zodiac weapons were truly born, but that bit of the tale has got lost and was handed down through the ages.
Ah, very good, Gerald. Very good indeed. We have no demon's blood to awaken Miro's arm, but we can mimic it with a quasi-soul potion thick with ether.
You're a quick-witted one, make no mistake. Well, now we're all caught up, let's give it a try.
There. That ought to be a thick enough coat of my demon's blood potion. The rest I shall leave to you, Gerald.
Seeing as there aren't any demons of the Zodiac around to fight, I'll just have to mimic that battle with the flames of me forge and the pounding of me hammer. Now, let's perfect the old relic, what we began with so long ago. The weapons responded to me touch like a wonder. I can feel the soul inside trembling, like it's aching to wake up. So let's give it what it wants. We've done it. Recreated a legendary arm exactly as it was. Sense of self and all.
Ye gods! Come, Miro, take up your weapon.
Alright. So we're gonna get our first glimpse at what this weapon looks like now.
Behold, the legend made manifest in all its glory. None but the realm's most valiant adventurer, her most masterful blacksmith, and her most accomplished alchemist could have recreated this true heir to the weapons of yore. Nay, here we have forged a new legend, weapons beyond all compare. The ages will echo with their name, the Kaiser Knuckle Zeta.
Alright, we did it. Alright, so we don't have to recreate any more of these weapons, thankfully. The letter Z, what that gets us is, as you guessed it, I need to repair my gear. Anyway, the letter Z. So, profile. I get a title, it's just Z. Alright, so there should be one other mini quest to complete here. Yeah, it's all done. It just, what it does is it, clears up the whole routine. The vital title, it's called. It's very short. Something seems to be giving Jalzan pause.
My dear, dear girl. Thanks to you, I have developed my soul infusion methodology and seen the legendary arm reborn in all its glory. For all this and more, you have my eternal gratitude. I have devoted my life to just those two goals, yet neither could I have accomplished alone. Though I risked life and limb, verily, 'twas right I should come to Eosia. One matter puzzles me still, however. Why was the Book of Netherdark, a priceless resource, never completed nor circulated? If I have learned anything by now, 'tis that Gerald can shed some light on the matter. Come, my friend, let us make one last journey across the village green, for the sake of knowledge itself.
Alright. Those of you may notice I have a rather large party today compared to what I usually do. I want to thank everybody for joining me for this. I know it's not fun sitting around, but we'll get to it, don't worry. Might be as I had one too many last night, but aren't we done with the Zodiac weapons? Why is it you keep hounding me like a pair of bloody debt collectors?
We have merely come with a question about the Book of Netherdark, Gerald. Where did you lay hands upon this unfinished tome, pray tell?
Well, Marina's place, of course. I came across it while I was picking up the rest of the Trial of the Braves. Marina said she'd only sell to the club to a collector who'd pay a king's ransom for it, till I threatened to wed her again, that is. Well, you can bet she handed it over in a hurry after that.
Is that so?
Any red. There's prints of plenty of the trials, but I've never heard nothing about another copy of the Book of Netherdark. Like as not, that's why you never saw it in Razatan. See, the trials is a load of scattered tales about an ancient heroes gathered and bound up in a book. 'Tis admired as a work of fancy just as much as an account of the ancients. But this Book of Netherdark, well, it's just raw facts. Seems like it were added to the set after everything else, and you can tell that no editor's pen ever touched it. 'Tis just a treatise on the Zodiac Braves.
So we owe our gratitude to a scholar. Was there aught by which to identify the author? I would remember him and so learn by his example.
Hells, Jelson, I don't... Well, now that you mention it, there is a name written here. Looks like Uthalem.
Uthalem, you say? He was the father of my line, an artisan famed for his pursuit of knowledge.
Well, I'll be thrice damned. If the man's your ancestor, it might be as you'd like to hear what I found scrawled at the back of the book. Just a moment. After years of careful study, I came to realize that I, Uthalem, cannot recreate the arm of the Zodiac Braves. I record mine own findings here, that men with like ambition may follow in my footsteps. To the one who succeeds in bringing forth a weapon of the ancient heroes, I leave my eternal admiration in the title of Star Forger, Bringer of Radiance.
Gods be good. Though I knew it not, I have dreamed the same dream as my forefather. Everything, from my first encounter with the tales of the Braves to my choice of studies, must have been written in the stars. In sooth, 'twas right that I journeyed countless malms and weathered stormy seas to come to Eorzea. Hearken to me, spirit of Uthalam. Rest well, knowing that I, Jalsum, accept the title of Star Forger from you.
Oi, hold on for one sodden second. Might be as you're the one that came up with the tale of the legendary weapons, but who was it that made the bloody thing? Me, and that's who. And who was it that found the Book of the Netherdark? Poor old unthanked Gerald. Gerald. The title is mine, fair and square, even if there ain't a single gill in it.
Gil? The title cannot be measured. Not even in gold, sir. 'Tis a priceless honor, granted by my ancestor to the one who fulfilled his dream, me. The title is mine by blood and merit both.
Like hell's it is! Do you know what a smithy does? We work a bit of our soul into each blade and kettle we forge. I've sacrificed a good slice of my own bleeding life to the Zodiac weapon, and I ain't just about to let you walk away with the title.
You insolent cur! I thought you were but rough around the edges, but I see now that I was right about you from the start. You are the greatest boor in all the lands.
Bah, you bleeding coot, you're just stubborn on your old age. The title should go to someone what's got a future, and if you can see that, then you're the biggest arse around. And that's the end of that. Actually, I gotta go turn it in, but Miro just shrugs about them fighting with each other. It's great.
Phew. That encounter has quite sapped my strength. Though not my sense of outrage, I can scarce believe the boor would not yield to so much as an ill. I simply cannot abide the thought of Gerald taking that title. I had thought to journey homewards, but now I see I must stay and make him listen to reason. There are far worse places to call home than Hurstmill, I suppose, and I have, after all, developed a taste for Eorzean cuisine. Of course, my continued tenure here would be all the better if you visited now and again. I should like to learn of your adventures, and would be happy to enhance your arm through the power of materia. Now, Miro, go forth with your Zodiac weapon, and with it create your own legends.
There we go. Alright, that's everything. Now we're gonna go get the Binding Coil of Bahamut unlocked and hop into the dungeon. Oh,
And invite Juba.
and invite Juba. What? Thought I invited Juba. Did you just not get my invite? There you go. Juba has been invited. We're up to 7 people. We have room for one more. Hopefully one of those people can play a tank. Oops.
Adequately.
Yeah. There, now my gear is repaired. Got the achievement Home of the Brave. Alright, so we're going to teleport to Western Denland here. We're going to go to Horizon. Wolgaf says, Juba for tank 2017. These are one of the few moments I wish I had to play tank and not monk for this stream. Maybe Ophelia can tank. Alright, so Squirms is taking us over to... the thing there. Oh, Silly, Juba, and Windtrig. Thank you guys very much for the host.
Oh, thanks Twitch for the auto host.
So what we're doing now is just going to unlock the dungeon itself. I'm pretty sure everybody in the group has it unlocked. I know most of us have done it before. This will be ISO's first time running it as well. But I say as well because I've never run it on this character. Most of us, I'm assuming, don't remember the fights that well. I looked at them a bit last night just to try and give myself a refresher, but even then, we can pretty much just blow through them like nothing. We will be going through turn 3 PMN.
Okay.
Alright. Silly. If I recall, you were the voice of urianger? Yeah, because he's one of the few members of the Scions that... Well, you don't voice any members of the Scion now that I think about it. So yeah, you were urianger.
Okay.
I'll share with you in a sec. Alright, see that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Primal Awakening. Urianger would speak with you regarding the unidentified Primal.
When the Cenare moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had aroused. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, 'twas observed that the tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou should assist her however thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar.
Alright, let's head over to Wineport. This is an area we haven't been to in quite a while.
What could be strikingly familiar?
PMN.
PP.
What? No, don't say that. Alice! We haven't seen her in forever. Alright, Pac-Man. That's you.
It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, I'll say Livelier. I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf is slain and his ultima weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage. That much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you, if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Delamit's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gallus von Balsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Everett, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations, and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanquished, together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Miro. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Rosa. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother in the Scions. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Stone Private Jabrocka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Mero.
Alright, so she talks a lot, but we are heading over to unlock the dungeon now. You should be able to stop, Jerry. Sorry, PMed, for hopping over the chat there while you were
No problem. I can
it.
see how it'd be easy to forget.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so when we get to one of the characters there that undergoes a certain change, I want Silly to voice him first, and then PMX can take over later. You should know the character I'm talking about and why. Someone's on Fenrir behind me.
Oh.
Only took her a little while to figure it out. There really, I swear, there's no Titan weapon for Gladiator. It doesn't exist.
Huh.
Which is weird because they have a shield.
Yes, I know there is a shield. Okay,
So
what I'm
I don't
really surprised is
understand.
that these guys are aggroing me. Well, whatever. But look how cool my weapons look. Like, monks complained when these were out, but I really like them. Now look at that. Anyway, exploratory site gate. This is us unlocking it. There. Alright, now I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna teleport back to Wineport. Alright. So we're gonna be one-tanking this first bit of the raid there. I'll ask Ophi if she can tank the later fights with you, silly.
Oh.
But for the most part, we should be okay. I need to share screens again, though. Okay, where's the chat? There it is. Share screen. Okay, can you see that, Piamet? This is Jabroka.
Yeah. I've been expecting you, Miro. By your coming out ticket, you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castro Mossodens. So that's where it is to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabroka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alice. Though for reasons for convenience at present, I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see, in particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alice of your discovery that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Ossitans. For my lady's sake, as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well.
Alright. Okay, so let me see what time is on here. Okay, I'm gonna reset the recording in a sec. And I'm going to ready check here while I reset the recording.
I do need to enable cutscenes.